You are listening to Habitus Podcast, a podcast that is dedicated to promote creatives in the interior design and architecture. My name is Omitra from Habitus Concept based in Jakarta. I am sitting down with creators and discuss their process, the lessons learned, and how to make impacts. Depending on our guests, Habitus Podcast is available in English and Indonesian. Don't forget to share and subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcast. We hope this brings values to you and enjoy.
Ahli pintu Indonesia, kamilah solusinya. Percayakan Habitus Concept.
Welcome to Habitus Podcast, episode 25 with HelloEmbryo, with the founder Melvin Tan and Linda Juliana. What's up,
Hello.
guys?
Yeah, all good, man, all good. Really excited to be on this podcast.
Yeah. So, well, tell us about the introduction of HelloEmbryo, how it got started and how you guys met.
I'll let Melvin do the talk for this one.
Okay, no problem. HelloEmbryo is an interior design consultancy studio. We are based here in Jakarta. We mainly do projects in Indonesia, and we occasionally have projects in Singapore because that was where I'm from. I met Linda in I think 2009.
Yeah,
I think 2009 or 2010. We were colleagues in an ex-company, Ecoid, in Singapore. I think Linda joined that company straight out of university after she graduated. It was her first job. I had some experience under my belt, and I joined shortly after her, I think a couple of months after she joined, and we were in the same team. So, we were working on a lot of very, very interesting projects in Ecoid. We were doing a lot of hospitality projects. And it's always nice to be able to work in an environment where you have a lot of like-minded designers, very, very creative people, very, very fun people to be with. I had my fondest memories of work in that company. Yeah, we work really, really long hours. Sometimes we don't even go home, but we always have a lot of fun. And it's just, every day was just something to look forward to at work. And
because the team was very fun to work with.
it was a very, very fun team to work with. So me and Linda, being in the same team, I guess that's how we cultivated similar styles and similar tastes. We worked in Ecoid for a couple of years, and then after that, Linda went on to do something else, and I went on to do something else. But occasionally we still meet up every night, once in a while, because we're just really, really good friends. Then
I think I went back.
She had to go back to Jakarta.
After my bond finished.
Because she was there on a scholarship, right?
Yes.
Scholarship, so you have to work a couple of years in Singapore, and then you then you can do whatever you want.
But you had PR, right?
I had PR, but then But then I think because of family, then I decided to go back to Indonesia. Then I continued to work in interior design company in Indonesia after I went back. And Melvin continued in Singapore for.
So I was working in Singapore, and I think sometime till 2012. And back then I was dating my girlfriend, who is now my wife. She's Indonesian, and because it was a long distance relationship, right? So I had to fly over to Jakarta quite often, and then I realized there is a market here for design, because it's a much bigger market here. Compared to Singapore. Singapore is just too saturated there. But
Singapore is going up.
Singapore is going up, but we're talking
Building,
about
I mean.
we're talking about, you know, I don't know how many designers are there in Singapore, how many firms are there in Singapore, but you know, there's only there's only so much so many projects we can get in Singapore. So
Yeah, even in our previous company in Eco-ID, most of our project is from Indonesia and China actually. Yeah, so we do a lot of hotel in Indonesia and China actually. Not much in Singapore, right? So that's why maybe one of the consideration as well for him.
yeah, so I always wanted to leave Singapore. It was not a country I enjoy living in.
I think deep inside you're Indonesian, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, by now he's more Indonesian than me, I guess.
so-
Yes, he can survive all the traffic and everything, while I'm not really
Okay.
at the moment.
Yeah, I guess I'm quite an adaptable person, so I guess after a while, you know, I start to take things as it is, appreciate things as it is.
Nice.
So anyways, back to the story. Yeah, so when when me and my then girlfriend when we were getting serious, it was then a decision that we had to take. You know, whether in the long term do we want to then live in Singapore or in Jakarta. For me, it was very simple, you know, because I always wanted to live Singapore, and I thought, sure, why don't I go over lah? And then within 6 months, I packed my bags, and then I came over towards the end of 2012, and I started HelloEmbryo sometime in 2013.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was how we got started. Yeah, so I started HelloEmbryo on my own. Linda then came on board sometime in 2015. So this partnership has been it's about 4 years old. Yeah, it's been 4 years old. Yeah.
How do you find the difference? Like, let's say first of all the workload. If when you work with a Singapore firm and when you work in Jakarta.
In Jakarta, Singapore, I guess generally it's at a much faster pace. Everybody there is just working hard and working long hours. We have mad deadlines. I think Linda can attest to that. You know, working hours may be from 9 to 6, but more often than not, we'll be in office till 8, 9, sometimes 3 or 4 in the morning, and then
Not even go home.
there were times when we
Till 10.
don't even go home.
Yeah.
And when you leave the office at 3 or 4 in the morning, you will realize that maybe 50-60% of the company is still working.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That kind of lifestyle.
That sort of lifestyle. So when I was in Singapore, I wasn't getting the work-life balance that I thought I should be getting. So it was just one of those considerations I had to consider when I had plans to leave Singapore.
What does it mean? Why HelloEmbryo? What's the philosophy behind that?
Okay, philosophy. Wow, maybe I can tell you how we started, how we came up with the name.
Sure.
Well, embryo. How the name came about was I think it was sometime in 2011, 2012. Back then, I kind of knew I wanted to start my own studio, but I had to think of a name, right? So it was, I guess it was one weekday night where I had nothing to do at home, and then I started thinking about my studio, and I thought embryo would be quite appropriate. Yeah, it would be quite interesting for a name, because an embryo is the developmental stage of an offspring.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Always developing.
yeah, so it's kind of like how we approach a project, because an embryo associates itself to the birth of a life form, So I guess that's how we see our projects. It's a bare empty space, but together with our clients through the design development, it then comes to life. It then it then takes its form.
It's a good feng shui, yeah.
I hope so. So that night, okay, we got the name Embryo, and then I went on Google and then I started searching like Embryo Studio and what have you, and then the Google results came out with fertility issues and what's that IVF IVF and
Related stuff.
it's mainly to do with pregnancy and all. So I thought, oh gosh, I gotta stay away. I gotta steer our name away towards that sort of direction. So and then I thought it has to be something very catchy, and then so that's how we came up with Hello. It has no relevance to Embryo, but I think when you put them together, it rhymes, and linguistically, it sounds a lot better. So that's how the name came about.
Maybe if you're not an architect or if you're a consultant, you will be a rapper. Yeah.
You think? Yeah.
He might be able to do that.
Yeah. Not a very good lyric person, but yeah.
So do you already know at the beginning that you'll be focusing on residential, or is that something that you develop over time?
So it was not our idea to focus on residential. It's more of a preference for me personally, because it's a residential project is a very personal project. Through our design process, we are able to fit the lifestyle of our clients into their space. So that gives us some sort of personal achievement when we can do something like that. So I guess so I guess it's that's how we kind of ended up doing residential projects, although the eventual goal was hospitality projects.
Oh, really?
But we'll come to that later.
Any spills? Any upcoming thing going on?
Residential projects or hospitality projects.
We got a hospitality project after this podcast, actually.
Hotel or whoever. So if anyone is looking to build a hotel, you know who to contact. It's Linda Yuliana. So just call our company telephone number, and you know who to look for. Most of our clients are friends. I mean, we started with friends, old or ex-clients that we have used to work with, and then after that, I guess we probably built a good rapport with them, so they started introducing their friends to us. So a lot of them are through word of mouth. Then a handful probably got to know us through various design platforms or through Instagram. I guess that's one of the more popular platform. I mean, I know it's a photo sharing platform, but
How many DMs do you get normally in 1 week or 1 month? Can you share a little bit about that? How do you engage with your Instagram followers?
To be honest, we are not very active,
Yeah.
in Instagram. We either post progress on site or upcoming projects that we are currently in the conceptual stage or projects that we have completed.
Okay.
So we every once in a while we do have people messaging us asking,
Or email us.
emailing us asking how much is the cost of this particular project, what's the design process like, how long it takes to complete this project. And aside from potential clients, we have messages from suppliers offering us their products, Yeah, they offer us locks, but we always tell them no, sorry, we are using Miwa. Yeah, we only want to work with Mitra, so yeah. I guess that's it.
If let's say this is just play pretend, right? If a client asking for your price, and then you came up with this number,
Yep.
and then, oh, it's so expensive.
Yes.
Well, what normally would you say to them?
We will always, when we give our fee to them, we always explain in detail the design process. Because our process is broken down into 3 phases, right? It's like conceptual, schematic, and then construction.
And then supervision.
Yeah. I mean, aside from conceptualizing the projects, we also do site supervision. So that would allow us to have control on site, making sure that the contractors are building according to what we have drawn. So we always tell our clients that this price or this fee that you're paying, it includes our services. It's not just doing design, it's not just supervising on site. We help to shortlist for your materials, your furniture, the kind of lightings that you should use.
Yeah.
So basically everything that encompasses the project.
We help the client to that have maybe less time, so they can more focus on their work. Rather than the house, because especially for the client that just built house for the first time, they need a more experienced people to help to create a more better experience in building the house. And of course the better quality of the house.
Building
well.
house is not as easy as it seems. Details, man. And you know what got overlooked? It's the doors.
Sure.
Yes, I know.
People.
And we also know who to contact with for the door, especially.
3 times. No, because real experience, like people focus a lot on furnitures, marbles, because it's very visible.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But even like for now Habitus, we solve. I mean, almost every day we're at site troubleshooting
Okay.
doors, right?
Yep. Okay.
So it's like a semi. We have a full-time drafter.
Okay.
Just drawing doors
Wow.
now. So it's definitely needs a lot of precision.
Because design a house, like it's not just like a drawing, it's not just a 3D, it's everything. It's a package of everything, like detail drawing, mesti benar, like must correct.
Sure.
Then the supervision, the choosing of the material, the furniture. So everything must be like in a well planned, like well controlled, well-rounded situation.
Well curated, I guess.
Curated,
Thanks guys. Yeah. Lunch on me, guys. Lunch on me.
That's the perfect, curated,
What do you plan moving forward? Anything that you guys have in mind with HelloEmbryo?
Moving forward, I guess it would be an opportunity to start working on hospitality projects, because back in Singapore when we were in EcoWit, we were mainly doing hospitality projects, so I guess that kind of triggers our interest in hospitality. So who knows, hopefully in future we can work on it.
We hope to do like a boutique hotel, maybe like a more fun project to work with. We like more challenging and interesting project. Actually, as you can see maybe in our past project, even it's a residential project, it's actually we try to do not like a normal boring residential. We try to add value to the residential itself.
Of course,
Yeah.
I've been to some of your projects. It's like amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Especially the
Thanks.
logs also.
Yes. We, for such an interesting project, we have to choose the most interesting locks and lock sets.
Yeah.
And those,
message from sponsor.
Yeah.
We appreciate the handle design as well because it adds value to the space.
And you guys
Yeah.
actually make it better because it actually the handle complements the whatever that you guys already designed at the beginning, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
Is there how this is not from here, but how do you guys actually divide the work between both of you? Is that something that already agreed with at the beginning, or is it something that is more experimental or improvised?
I guess one of the how we kind of split our workload is depending on who the client contacts. So if a client contacts Linda, then obviously she'll then handle the project. But sometimes because of workload, say Linda is busy, then we start passing projects around. So
Which is a good problem to have, right?
Yes, sure. But then beside that, maybe depends on the style and what the client wants also. Because even though we have a similar style, but then maybe Melvin is more expert in like modern and fun stuff.
that's what she thinks.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's true.
Then according to Melvin, I'm more expert in like modern classic stuff, which is
That's a given.
yeah. So based on my past experience also, so most likely if like the client wants like more modern classic, then it will be me the one handling the project. Yeah, vice versa then.
I was just wondering, I just had a podcast with lighting designers last week, right? Do you guys work with lighting designers at all? Or how do you approach lighting? Is there something that
We don't really work a lot with lighting designers because lighting consultants they are specialists in what they do, right? They are able to create the ambience, they are able to recommend the right sort of light fixtures to create the sort of mood and ambience in the space. Like for us designers, we can only spec in lights that we will work with, the kind of light that would create that sort of light throw or that sort of ambience. But if you ask us to calculate the lux level and things like that, that's beyond us. But it all boils down to the client.
that's true.
More often than not, we are more than happy to be able to work with a lighting consultant because we will then know the eventual outcome of the project would of course would of course be much better because lighting does play a huge part in the projects. So far, I think the only projects that have a lighting consultant is probably the one we did in Menteng with Pak Hadi Komara and
Oh, nice.
And we have one more actually using lighting consultant, but then maybe just helping around.
Nice.
Yeah, it's from the client actually, but it truly help the interior as well because it can help create the ambience. But then actually, I forget what I want to say.
No.
Okay.
I want to ask you regarding the Joe. We had a podcast with Joe a few months back, right? I think episode 16 or something.
Yep.
Joe. How you guys met Joe? What's the story behind it?
Oh, we
Joe
met.
Lendra.
Yeah, we met Joe while working on Ronald's project, Haliman. So we got to know Ronald through his brother Randy because we were working on Randy's project, and then next to Ronald's place. And then I think at that point of time, Ronald was looking for an interior designer, so he asked his brother, and his brother recommended us. So we met Ronald. I guess he got comfortable with us, so he engaged us, and through that project, that's how we got to know Joe.
Every time I go to office, I pass through his house, and he goes, "Oh, HelloEmbryo."
Oh, thanks.
Actually, both houses done by us.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's how we met Joe. Joe's a nice guy lah. I mean, you know him too, right?
We
personal friend, right? Yeah.
We appreciate his design taste as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's different. I mean, he has like his own style and preference, and he stick to it. Like he defend his design as well. So that's why the house can come out as interesting as it is now, especially that project.
Then for listeners who wants to find out more, like, do you have an architect also in the house
In-house?
in-house architect?
We have worked on some architecture projects, but if you look through our portfolio, you will know that I guess our strength is in interior design, mainly residential projects. So I guess when clients look through our portfolio, then they realize that, maybe if we're doing the interior, maybe HelloEmbryo is someone we can consider. Maybe in terms of architecture, they will look for someone else, I guess.
Okay.
Somehow we believe that maybe a good project should have like a proper, like a very nice or strong architect and a very strong interior designer to work together, and another specialist as well come on board. Then we can create a very proper and nice project eventually, because they all have specialty on their own. Yeah.
Such a politically correct answer. It's not something I can think of, but wow, props to you, man, Linda. Looks like you really prepared for this podcast.
I almost cursed actually.
That's the sort of friendship we have.
So guys, anything that you guys wanna add on? Maybe ideas, like where you guys constantly gets the new ideas or inspirations from? Any books that you guys read right now, or any magazines that you guys read right now that is design related or not design related?
Traveling, I guess. Traveling should be one of the main inspiration, I guess, for all the designer.
Yeah, I guess another reason why Linda chose traveling is because she always wanted, or should I say, she always aspired to be an air stewardess.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, but
That's one of my hidden passion actually, but my height.
But yeah, things don't always go your way. So she always use traveling as, she always give me an excuse, like traveling is a form of inspiration. I'll say, oh yeah, whatever you want to do lah, Linda. Just go on your break lah. Yeah.
Yeah, I need my break. I haven't taken a break for this past year, so yeah.
Yeah, even though she has been to Nepal and Japan and yeah. Yeah, so yeah, she hasn't traveled in 2 weeks. That's what she's trying to say.
But it's better to be passenger than being stewardess, right?
No, you're wrong. She enjoys surfing people, Yeah, you should see the way.
Interior design project.
Yeah,
It's a waitress actually.
yeah, you should see the way when we order lunch, like we Gojek lunch, and then she'll open the lunch and put everything on the plate, like proper plating,
Actually, I work part time here as an assistant also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I do everything. I clean.
No, so anyways, back to inspirations. Inspirations.
How often do you guys travel?
Travel more often than me.
Okay, I travel more often because of the projects we have in Singapore, and because I still have a home in Singapore, right? So I have no choice lah. I have to travel back to supervise on the projects. Right now, I don't travel as often, but the past couple of months, I've been traveling almost every week because we have site meetings on site in Singapore. So I'll travel, say, on a Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening, go for my meeting on Thursday morning, and then I'll be back in Jakarta late afternoon or at night.
When you move around, do you get ideas when you come back to Jakarta? Or just
Sometimes I do. Yeah, because sometimes, there are a lot of interesting projects coming up in Singapore. So when I have the time, I will then, swing by, take a look at the place, look at the detailing. I guess that's something that
Most designers do, I
yeah,
guess.
most designers would do.
Yeah, they designer tend to see things
Sure.
in detail, not like the
Even a
full
local
space.
like me.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah.
We visit hotels.
Yeah. It's probably the same thing. Like when we walk into, say, a cafe, which we think the design is
Interesting.
then we start to touch the materials on the wall. Try to find out what material this
detail,
is,
the
the kind of detail, the kind of finishing. I guess it's an occupational hazard, lah. I mean, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guess as designers, you should eat, breathe, and sleep design.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
and it sometimes I feel the curse. Like everywhere I go, I look at the doors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's probably the same thing, lah.
It's probably the same thing. But that's how designers grow their skill and their taste.
I guess that's how they improve. Yeah.
Yeah, it's how
Do
they
you think
improve.
that Singapore projects actually the new design in Singapore influences design in Indonesia?
Yeah, I guess so
It's
because
not only in Singapore, in like
yeah,
the
I
current
guess
trend.
I guess it's not just in Singapore, but because of the close proximity to
Indonesia and Singapore.
Yeah, I guess Indonesian designers tend to take inspiration from Singapore also. Yeah, so yeah, I guess that's how trends. That's how they pick up trends. Yeah, and then that's how trends get into Indonesia. Me and Linda, we like to go to show suites and marketing gallery. We'll go in pretending to be a couple, and then we'll say, "Oh yeah, we are interested to look at this maybe a 3-bedroom house."
Yeah.
Then they'll bring us to the show unit, and then we go inside. We just take out our phones and we just go around taking photos of the details and things like that. And then paying no attention to the sales representative. I guess it's a occupational hazard.
We did similar things also in Kyoto.
Oh, Kyoto. Yeah, in Japan especially. Yeah.
I think Japan and Singapore have very good design sense in a way. Like there's a lot of interesting place. They really pay attention to the design, that's why maybe a lot of Indonesian designer tend to visit Singapore and Japan.
I pretended wanted to rent a ballroom.
Take a look at their doors.
And look at everything.
I think that was how I got into some hotels in Bali.
Okay.
Say like Alila Uluwatu. Because I think there was a period of time where outsiders couldn't get in. Then I was there with my wife, and I just told them, "Oh, we are looking to get married here." And then they brought us around, let us take a look at their 1-bedroom villa. Went in, same thing lah. Took out my camera and start taking photos of the details. Yeah.
Amazing. Whoever the designers are, kudos to you guys.
Yeah. Mad props, man. Mad props.
Anything you want to add regarding books or magazines that you guys are into?
Hey Linda, why don't you share with the listeners what you wanted to be before we started HelloEmbryo? Like what did you want? What did you ask me to start with you before HelloEmbryo, man? In Jakarta, what was your idea?
Wait. I always.
Okay, so Linda wanted.
I always want to be a designer.
No, that's a lie. So Linda always, not Linda always. Sorry. So what Linda told me when we met in Jakarta, this was before we moved. She told me, "Hey bro," I was like, "Yes, what's up?" "I think I have a new business plan." And I said, "Yeah, share with me lah. I'm more than open to suggestions." And then she said, "Do you want a franchise cha time bubble tea?"
Koi actually.
No. First it was cha time.
I always want koi.
Cha time, and then so I cannot imagine myself, working with materials and working on AutoCAD. Then I have to make that huge jump to boil water and, start making pearls, man. Yeah.
No, but we enjoy bubble tea, right? Since our working day.
Hey, you know the saying, you like bubble tea doesn't mean you have to open a bubble tea shop, so.
But the market is there, that's why.
The market is there because Linda drinks bubble tea every day. So she thinks there's a market lah. Yeah.
But then if we open Koi that time, we should be a billionaire now.
Billionaire? Wow. Damn. Okay. Maybe you can do episode 26, Melvin and Linda, cha time owners at maybe Cheetos or something. Yeah.
We reserved episode 36 for that.
Yeah.
Well, I love Koi, like my wife, when she got outside, just go check Koi, hey, history. That tension dissolved.
All right, man. I'll learn I learned something from you.
Yeah.
I learn something new every day, so I guess that's the takeaway. Hey, Linda, share with us who are your inspirations.
You.
God damn! It's me, guys. So, end of podcast. There's nothing much to talk about. No lah, hey, serious. So, who are your inspirations, Linda?
Well, I guess since my work and my school days, I always like Tokujin Yoshioka, because which is he's a Japanese designer. He's doing furniture and interior as well, and he also do some art installation. He's famous because of different use of materials, elements, idea. He always try to innovate new things and always try to create experience for whoever come to his installation or his exhibition. So he always sort of kind of inspiration in terms of mindset and idea and everything. And I also like Yabu Pusoberg and Nerian Hu lately, because their design is so interesting. Nerian Hu?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So how about you, Melvin?
My inspirations are, when I was in school, it was Woha. And it was Ecoit, believe it or not. So that's why when I got accepted in Ecoit, it was like a dream job for me. Yeah.
You don't sound so inspirational in Ecoit.
Because I was sitting next to you. Sorry. So yeah, she cannot lah.
I cannot disturb him.
So my inspirations are. So my inspirations are Woha and Ecoit from Singapore. So Ecoit was, both of those companies were my inspirations when I was still in school. They were companies that I looked up to. That's why when I got accepted in Ecoit, I thought, it was like a dream job, So that's why I guess that's one of the reasons why I had a lot of fond memories in Ecoit. Aside from some of the best colleagues I've worked with, fun colleagues too. I like Neri and Hu. Really, really good designers and architects, very, very innovative. I like Tom Robertson. I like March Studio. I like Kevin Maklo from Malaysia. I guess these are some companies that some personal preference.
Just wondering, how many people work for Ecoit? How big is the team there?
Ecoit? Ecoit was about, no, I don't think it was 100. It was about 7. Yeah, Ecoit was about, I don't think it was 100, man. I think it was 70, 75 at most. Yeah, so 70, 75. Yeah, not exactly big if you compare them to DP Architects. DP is a lot bigger. You're counting them in thousands. Ecoit was about 70, 75 at best. We have the architecture team, we have the ID team. That's where we were in. Yeah. So we I guess we don't really interact a lot with the architects there. Some lah. I mean, we are not.
Some project based also.
Yeah, not. Yeah, I guess we are close to some of them, but not all.
Yeah, because last time it was like different room.
Yeah,
so it's like
it's quite far away lah. So
Is it some kind of unspoken rivalry going on?
Oh, no. Of course not. No. It wasn't. I guess we are too caught up with work.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's just crazy deadlines there. Yeah.
The studio is quite close. I mean, the interior studio and the
Yeah.
studio is close by its own.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know about Linda, but I learned a lot, and when during my time in EcoIT, doing proper documentations, how
Important, yeah.
yeah, proper documentations, how we conceptualize design, how we should annotate our drawings to make sure that the contractors can then read your drawings, because that's the most important.
Is it the same in Indonesia? As in like the contractor when they see the drawings?
Yeah, so I guess the takeaway from that company was how to do proper documentations. That's why we always tell our drafters that you should annotate it this way, dimensions on one side, annotations on one side, because if the contractors cannot read your drawings, then we have a problem, because every day they will start calling you and asking you, what is this, and what is this?
Yes.
So this is to make sure there's some sort of efficiency in the project.
That's true.
Yeah. If not, a lot of time will be wasted.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So for me, these are some of the things that I take away from the company, and these are the things that I implement in our small and growing studio. I guess because we were fortunate enough to work in a couple of companies, and we have seen what are some things that can work, what are some that do not. So so we are able to take a bit of everything and then try to implement that in our studio.
So if you want to get yourself organized as a designer, you should try to work in at the HelloEmbryo. How do you apply?
Just send email to our info@helloembryo.com, of course. Suddenly become a iklan, job opportunity. Suddenly. Actually, I'm quite thankful. I'm quite grateful that EcoIT was my first job, because it's a very good company to get started with. I mean, some people at that point when I'm still fresh grad say you can try a big company or you can try a smaller company. Maybe there's always even positive and negative between those two, right? So I think I made a right choice in that sense, because I choose a proper company, because I always know I want to be a designer and open my own studio. So it's always good to start from somewhere. So yeah, it's a good start company. Yeah, because I learned a lot. Yeah.
That's a really, really nice story, guys. Like the fact that you guys came from a different college and then you met in EcoIT and start a new firm in Jakarta.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess,
and you also handling projects overseas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Thankfully. I
Thankfully.
don't know. I guess Singapore. It's overseas lah. But
Overseas for him, right?
Yeah, it's not overseas for me lah.
We expect more lah, I think.
Yeah, Linda wants to go to Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I always want to go to Sri Lanka for my next destination. Which tour? That one, the architect.
Oh, Jeffrey Bawa. Jeffrey Bawa is one of my inspirations as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of his projects can be found in Sri Lanka. So if any one of you has an empty land or a villa you like to build in Sri Lanka, you can look for Linda Juliana. You can contact her, linda@helloembryo.com, or you can CC me, Melvin, at helloembryo.com. No, you can cut that out.
So that was actually my next question. Business inquiry. Go there. Yeah.
Oh, so business inquiry, you can contact us. I mean, if you like to take a look at our portfolio, we are more than happy to present them to you. You can contact Linda at HelloEmbryo.com if you're looking for someone who can sing, dance, and serenade you off your feet. So if you're looking for someone who can speak English, you can press 1, or you can contact me, Melvin, at HelloEmbryo.com.
And also the Instagram, yeah?
Oh yeah. Our Instagram handle is HelloEmbryo. Yeah.
Combined together.
Yeah, combined together. Yeah.
Website, you can see.
So we are at Jalan RS Fatmawati, number 24B.
Near MRT, yeah?
Yeah, near MRT. Yeah. Just come lah. Open house this Friday. 9 to 6.
No, close.
I'll do the Friday shift. Linda will come on Sunday and Saturday. She will dance for you, serenade you off your feet with her sexy voice because she's sick. Okay, so anyway, business inquiries. You can contact us. Should we give the phone number? Jangan deh. Jangan. Okay. So, for business inquiries, you can contact us via email, info@helloembryo.com, or you can take a look at our projects either through Instagram at HelloEmbryo or through our website, helloembryo.com. Yeah.
Any final message, guys, for your listeners?
Linda, any final messages for our listeners? Linda enjoys singing a lot, so it was always her dream to be on Spotify. So this is a good breakthrough for her lah.
Yeah, I was going to sing on small, is it? No?
Small? What's small? What's that?
The app where you can carry somebody.
Actually, Somitra is a musician, so why don't he close
Cannot
this?
sing lah.
Yeah. So
I can play a bit.
any last messages?
Let's say if you have a billboard in Gatot Subroto, billboard for you.
His face.
What would you like to put in there?
His face.
If we have a billboard in Gatsu, it will probably have my face there with the caption below. Are you looking to design your place and have the project manager sing and dance for you? You can contact HelloEmbryo and look specifically for my partner, Linda Juliana, who is an amazing singer and even amazing dancer. Yeah, thank you.
And we can serenade you off your feet.
Yeah, serenade you off your feet with her belly dancing and tap dancing shoes.
Just contact us. Oh yeah, last message.
That was it, man.
Really, yeah.
That was it, guys. That was it. Okay. Yeah, peace out, guys. Peace out, guys. Love you all.
Bye.
Sound like.
Pintu Indonesia, kamilah solusinya. Percayakan, Habitus Konsep.